Welcome to Touring History, the only podcast where we revisit major historical moments with the enthusiasm of a sleep-deprived Wikipedia editor. I'm Lane.
And I'm Dave. It's April 29th, and today's timeline has everything. Saint in armor, a dictator in a tux, riots in the streets, and a bear selling soda. So, buckle up, folks. We're ready.
Let's start with birthdays. Born
Yeah.
today in 1899, Duke Ellington, one of the
Oh,
greatest jazz musicians of all time. If Cool had a soundtrack, he composed it.
that's right. Duke Ellington. Also born, Emperor Hirohito, the Emperor of Japan during World War II, and famous Mickey Mouse wearing watch wearer. He reigned for 62 years and never once got canceled, which is impressive considering, well, everything.
And born in 1958, Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman. Proof that Catwoman can carry a whip and still steal your heart.
Oh, that's right. Tony Montana's girlfriend. She was fabulous. Oh, let's start with a bang. Literally, in 1429, Joan of Arc led French troops to victory at the Siege of Orleans.
She
Oh,
was
dear. That was a
She
hot one.
was, yes, she was 17. 17! I was still figuring out deodorant, and she was liberating cities in full armor.
I still haven't figured it out. Divinely inspired and criminally underrated on the AP history test.
Yes. Speaking of history, in 1945, on this day, Adolf Hitler married Eva Braun inside a
Whoa.
bunker, surrounded by crumbling walls, and just hours before they both died.
Wow, hell of a honeymoon. Honestly, it's the most German wedding ever. Bleak, efficient, and nobody danced.
On to 1975, only 30 years later.
Oh, that's right. In 1975, the U.S. began evacuating Saigon, officially marking the end of the Vietnam War and our bunker moment. It was chaos, helicopters on rooftops, desperation in the air. Huh, some things
And
never change, Lane.
I know. And somehow we still managed to frame it as a strategic exit.
That's right.
Sure, like I strategically exited that freshman chemistry final.
Oh,
And that was right around the time of 1992. On this day in 1992, the Rodney King verdict was announced. The officers were acquitted, and Los Angeles erupted into 5 days of riots.
can't we all just get along? I guess not. Thousands injured, billions in damage, and once again, America learned that justice is often delayed if it shows up at all.
And yet we still ask, why are people so angry? Spoiler,
This
this.
is
This
why.
is why.
Well, something a little cheerier. 2011, Prince William and married Kate Middleton in a wedding that cost millions, millions, and made zero policy changes.
2 billion people watched it. Only two were actually invited.
And one of them was Elton John because, of course, he was. They got,
And
they got married on 2 days? I thought they got married yesterday.
well, with the time zone change, it split.
Oh,
That's
I
right.
forgot about the
International
international
time zone.
dateline.
That's right. 1985, Coca-Cola aired its first ever polar bear ad.
Oh,
It
cute.
was adorable, oddly emotional, and raised the bar for animal actors worldwide.
Oh, those bears look chill. But I guarantee they were jacked up on syrupy product placement.
And speaking of ads, in
Well,
2010, Dave,
yes, the Old Spice, the man your man could smell like. Ad won everything. It featured a towel wrapped man, a horse, diamonds, and zero logic.
it was the Shakespeare of body wash commercials. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now realize how low the bar is.
Why don't you look like that?
And now let's talk about today's sponsor. Today's
That's
episode is
right.
powered by Rise Donuts, the pride of Wilton, Connecticut. Small batch, made fresh, and better than most things that happened in 1945.
That's right. You've got brown butter, you've got strawberry glaze, you've got donuts that make your therapist say, maybe we could just lean into the carbs.
Rise isn't just a bakery, it's redemption with frosting.
Oh, it certainly is, Lane. Follow at Rise Donut and plan your pilgrimage. And yes, bring a box and a backup box and maybe another box.
Rise Donuts because some days history sucks, but your breakfast doesn't have to.
That's right.
Now back to the show. Dave, I don't know how to pronounce this. Is it
Roget's
Roget?
thesaurus?
It's Roger. It's Roger. Okay.
Yeah.
Back to the facts. Today in
Or it could
1850,
be Rogets if you're in Chicago. I don't know.
Rogets.
Rogets.
That's right. Back to the facts. Today in 1852, Roget's Thesaurus was published, or as I like to call it, a compendium, lexicon, reference, catalog, or vocabulary tome.
Is that what you call it? I didn't know that. Big day for people who hate repeating themselves, or for people who hate repeating themselves, who loathe, despise, detest, and abhor it. How do you like that?
That's right. You know who hated
Same
that?
word,
Willie
different meaning.
Nelson. Willie Nelson hated that.
That's right. Country music legend Willie Nelson was born in 1933. Huh. Still smoking dope. He's 92, still tours, and somehow looks younger than Jay Leno. Wow.
And a smaller chin. At this point, we're not sure if Willie Nelson is human or a renewable energy source.
Wow. That's interesting.
In 1946, the Tokyo War Crimes Tribunal began. 28 Japanese leaders were tried for crimes against humanity in the wake of World War II.
Huh. Think of it as the sequel to Nuremberg, except this time it's personal.
That's right. Somewhat related. In
Yes.
2004, Dave.
Well, the World War II Memorial opened in Washington, D.C., a long overdue tribute to the greatest generation who, ironically, had to wait decades for their own monument.
It's beautiful, dignified, and not a single part of it is a touchscreen ad.
Wow, that's not going to happen anymore. And
I
finally,
know.
what happened in 2015?
Well, in 2015, on this day, NASA's Messenger spacecraft crashed into Mercury after 11 years in space.
Who's driving that thing? Because after over a decade of collecting data, it said, you know what, I'm done, and face planted into a planet.
Honestly, same.
Yeah. So,
So that was April 29th. Mutinies,
Wow.
monarchs, music legends, meteor crashes, and one very handsome deodorant commercial.
why, thank you. Thanks for listening to Touring History. Come back tomorrow where the mistakes are new, but the snark stays absolutely the same.
Until then, stay curious
And fragrant.
and stay
And
historical.
historical.
Hysterical?
Hysterical.
Hysterically historical. Bye, everybody.
See ya.